actually read an article in the newspaper of Miss Cheap years before I retired, and I cut it out and put it in a notebook and said, there's something about this organization that tugs at my heart. Who doesn't want children to have clothing for school? So after I retired, I met Jamie, and I knew instantly it was a fit.
We didn't know how big Unicycle was going to get. I started Unicycle thinking, I have 10 hours or so a week to volunteer while my kids are in preschool. It's going to be great. We'll get outgrown clothing from one school. And then it worked, which is amazing. And this school year already, we've given out 36,000 items of clothing. I always want to say this without putting so much pressure on her, because I want her to feel free and happy to come and go as she pleases, but I'm not sure what we would do if she left.
I think about a child who goes to school in clothes that do not fit. I like the idea that we can find clothing that fits for them. We can find clothing that helps them to fit in a little bit. You want them to go to school being proud of how they look. I think too of the parent, the guardian who has so much weight on their shoulders. I think that's part of what makes it passionate. I will also tell you, it's just plain fun.
Conexión Americas is an organization that has been here for over 20 years to help out immigrants, in specific the Latino community, to make them feel like they belong here, that they can create something, and that they can be successful.
Started working with them in 2014, and I serve because it brings me truly joy to see people wanting to launch a business, wanting to provide for their families. Sometimes, especially if you're new to the country, new to Tennessee, you don't know what's out there.
It's not been 1 year. She hasn't been with us 2 years. She has been there for 10 years. Roxana doesn't do just one type of license. So coming to somebody with that wealth of knowledge, she can guide them. She can move, shift, massage the idea to where it's the needs of Nashville.
The main point of my service in this particular case is we're not limiting them. They can bring their gift that they already have, and I'm just guiding little pieces of it, right? It's their desire, their drive, their passion, watching their joy, and that's priceless.
When I decided to retire my practice, I decided to start giving smiles. And the reason why I bought a 32-foot mobile dental clinic, the reason I did that is I want to take the clinic to where the need is. So I often go to a free food pantry or certain small towns right around Nashville where there's a need. I think everyone deserves medical and dental care. And dental care is tied to so many other diseases. But also your smile, patient's smile is tied to their self-esteem, their dignity, their confidence, and their future. It's amazing, and it takes nothing for me to spend an hour to help them, and they feel so much better.
I'm one of the few nominators who probably has not seen my nominee working, but we are runners. We run together, and when we run, we talk. So I know a lot about what Eileen does, how she does it, and how she feels about it. I've heard the story of the gentleman who didn't smile for 8 years, and the patient who couldn't get a job, and then for the first time was able to go into an interview with confidence. The lady who finally was able to join her church choir, which was her dream, and open her mouth to sing for the first time. And these things, they must feel like miracles. And I really admire her for all of this. I think Eileen, she's not a part-time giver. I call her a full-time giver.